Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome y'all back to the channel. I'm starting a new series called Burning the Midnight Oil. Basically, what it's about is it's more than just about beards. There might be a few times where I slightly mention something, but I want this channel to have a series where I talk, a little more in depth, on my personal life and just having conversations about random topics here and there. And yeah, that's pretty much, the lowdown of things, a specific topic, that I'll talk about, weekly. I don't really have a set day that I plan on releasing this. It will be once a week. You can guarantee that. So I could be in my truck. I could be somewhere, outside, whether it's wherever the lighting's good. It's going to be a nightly, a night, video. That's kind of where all my thoughts and ideas and epiphanies, if you will, kind of come into play. I'm mostly alone at night. Everyone's usually sleeping, and I'm constantly gathering what comes next and things that I have in mind and store for just future goals and insights, so on and so forth. But to get into it, I figured first topic would be about relationships. Obviously there's many different kinds of relationships. Excuse the rain. I'm in the truck, obviously, and it's finally decided to rain in New York. I was playing games early today and yesterday, so it's finally doing its thing. Good old Mother Nature. Anyways, obviously many different kinds of relationships, friends, short acquaintances. You have business relationships. You have obviously family relationships, and the good old insignificant other relationships, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, married, divorced, etc. You get the point. So a little bit of personal from, good old... Oh, geez, I didn't even introduce myself. Excuse me. For those who don't know and those who already know, I'll reintroduce myself, but my name is Chris with a beard. So sorry. Please excuse the the rudeness of me. I didn't even introduce myself. I welcome you back to the channel. I don't even, introduce myself. We got that out of the way. Let's continue. So, personally, I'm married now. I've currently been in my relationship for almost a total of 8 years. Married for almost 1 year. I had many friendships growing up. Obviously, I don't have the same amount of friends that I used to. Various factors, I'm pretty sure. And I want everyone to get involved in the comments too. If you can relate, or just, lay out some personal, if you choose to. And if you need advice, because November 16th, I've been on planet Earth, or, however you want to call it. Everyone has their own variation in text on how they view of the world. They call it different things. 30 years, I've been alive, and I've had my fair share of run-ins and relationships that I could possibly help you. So like I said, I've had many friendships and many short acquaintances, that, and I say it like that because there's going to be people that are in and out of your life, and I've had plenty of it. They don't stay, it's, some call it destiny, some call it fate, that's, you're not meant to, be around certain people for long periods of time. Sometimes, they pass away or they move on and move out of state, or just things fall through. And for the longest time, I was not a big fan of change. I wasn't very fond of it. And I still, eats at me sometimes, but I've learned to kind of adapt and overcome that. And I've burned a lot of bridges too, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that, burning bridges, thinking, personally, I thought I knew it all in a lot of aspects and act like my censored poop didn't stink. And, it happens. I've also met a lot of people that held grudges and they couldn't have what they wanted out of me, so they decided to end it. And I've tried to regroup those, recircle, and try to band-aid the wounds. And unfortunately, there's, once you burn that bridge, there's no repairing it. Sometimes there is. I have repaired old relationships, and it is what it is. But also, when you yourself become successful, as I'm, have done, and I'm still doing, I've had to cut people out because all they wanted, they just wanted something from you. And I'm sure a lot of people deal with this on a daily, with becoming successful, that, you know who the real ones are, and you know who the ones who just kind of follow you just to, when you're not doing good, it's kind of like, and then when you're doing good and you're reeling in money, it's like, wow, that guy, I want to be around him again. And those are the leeches and bloodsuckers you don't need. And I'm learning, for people that are close to me, or are not no longer close to me, they know who they are, and some don't see it. I've learned to keep my distance. We may be still friends, but unfortunately, I have to keep a distance. I have to think about myself. I have to think about my family. Like, this is my life. And, a lot of families the same way. It's, you gotta learn to not be so aggressive, I guess is the word I want to use. But you also want to be stern and make it known of what your intentions are. And should be, you may lose people, but hey, it just shows, who are the real ones, who's gonna stick around and who's not, that type of thing. I think it was a family member of mine who basically said, I'm wise beyond my years, and I'm learning very quickly on what they mean by that and why they say that. It really, haven't really thought about, when they said that to me, till tonight, really. I also want to thank those who did vote on my Instagram story on, what to name this series. They kind of helped me out, and it was unanimous, obviously. But I want people to see the real me. I want them to see something that's raw, uncut. Like, I don't plan on doing any edits on this series whatsoever like I do to my other videos. Beard and Beauty Eats, Friday Night Rocks, and all my other, reviews and beard content videos. This is a series where it's as real as it gets. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to be real. It's going to be uncut, down to the bone, nitty gritty. Like, there's going to be no edits. Like, this is just me being real with, the community. I want to be honest, and the most you're going to get as far as edits is, you're going to get the normal intro and the outro. So if this is a series that you can get behind, please smash that like button, subscribe, because there's going to be a ton of videos to come. And I thought relationships is the perfect start to this. And I'm just very grateful to all the people I have recently met and those who are still around. I can't wait to see where this series goes as far as the videos that I do. I just want to wish y'all a good night. Chris with the Beard, out.